My fellow Americans, today is the day that we as a country have been anticipating for 77 years. In what the nobility has dubbed Decision 2010, the tyrannical King James has finally agreed to emancipate the public from speculation on where he will rule next season. He has conscripted an army of ESPN analysts to bring forth his official decree at 9 p.m. tonight. While masquerading as a charitable event, we realize this is nothing more than a direct attack intended to destroy our show, Imaginary Playaz Live. This farce of a broadcast is being held directly in the middle of our show in order to drain our viewers and not allow us the proper time to analyze and comment on the decisions being made. Some may call it proper retaliation for our song about King James's mother sleeping with his own teammate. Some say we deserve to die, deserve to be silenced and trampled. But King James, ESPN, and all of their supporters aren't just talking about Imaginary Playaz. No, sir. They're talking about our listeners, too. That's right. They're talking about all of you. They're talking about us. I want to tell you what they think about us and our chances. They say we are inferior. We are just a bunch of niggers and spicks and poor white trash. Information is wasted on us. We cannot win. We lost. They mean all of us. We, the players, in order to form a more perfect sports show. 321 days ago, in a studio that still stands to this day, a group of young men gathered and with these simple words launched Volta Radio's improbable experiment in sports talk. Hustlers and scholars, gym class heroes, and fans who had traveled down their own path to escape tyranny and broadcast monopoly finally made real their declaration of independence at a Philadelphia station that welcomed them the summer of 2009. In this short amount of time, this tiny nation of real sports fans has waged epic wars with the non-elected sports establishment. We have turned the simple tools of the internet, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter into weapons to battle the broadcast elite. We refuse to simply sit back and regurgitate the same opinions. We refuse to hold the company line. We refuse to be afraid to offend superstar athletes and their mamas. We refuse to accept that the WNBA is a real sports league. Most importantly, we refuse to back down from the billionaire sports stations and their can't-miss broadcasts. When you get old in life, things get taken from you. That's just part of life. But you only learn that when you start losing stuff. You find out that life is just a game of inches. So is basketball. Because in either game, life or basketball, the margin for error is so small. I mean, 1/2 step too late or too early, you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow or too fast, and you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. They are in every break of the game, every minute, every second. On this show, we fight for that inch. On this show, we tear ourselves and everyone around us to pieces for that inch. We claw with our fingernails for that inch. Because we know, when we add up all those inches, that's going to make the difference between winning and losing, between living and dying. I'll tell you this. In any fight, it is the guy who's willing to die who's going to win that inch. And I know if this show is going to have any life anymore, it is because we are willing to fight and die for that inch. Because that is what living is. The 6 inches in front of your face. Now what are you going to do? In less than an hour, listeners from here will join others from around the world, and we will be launching the largest broadcast battle in the history of mankind. Mankind. That word should have new meaning for all of us today. We can't be puppets anymore. We will make our own decisions and opinions. Perhaps it's fate that earlier this week was the 4th of July, and you will once again be fighting for our freedom. Not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution, but from assimilation. We are fighting for our right to live, to choose, to exist. And should we win the day, the 9th of July will no longer be known as Lebron's Decision Day, but as the day the world declared in one voice, imaginary players will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.